Okay, so remember several years ago when Butch Hartman tried to launch his own network and it was called Oaxis. Oaxis. If I pronounced it right. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But it turned out to be a scam, and like he never got the he never got to a place where he like Butch Hartman never got to launch any of the stuff that he was working on with Oaxis. The Oaxis never like made it into a site or a service. It just never took off. And the people that were working on some of his shows and stuff, they said that they weren't paid. Not only that, but it just like the whole entire thing of Oaxis just got scrapped, and he just stopped talking about it. And everything else, it just never worked out for him. But several years later, in 2025, Butch Hartman managed to launch his own animation studio. It's an indie animation studio. Okay. So he launched his own independent animation studio to produce and finance original faith-based and mainstream programming for kids and families. So during the whole thing with Oaxis, people found out that his stuff was going to be like Christian content, and he didn't say that up front about it. He was like private, and then like somebody recorded and leaked it, and then like it created a lot of outrage. He should have been upfront about that too. And not only that, but the people that was working on his content, like the Oaxis content, that was just a disaster. So his wife is the executive producer, and it says through Garden Productions. Oh, so he made a cartoon called The Garden Cartoon, and yeah, seemed to be airing. I mean, it seems to be available on many different streaming platforms. Okay. So he got like a cartoon that's up right now, and they're currently working on a season 2. So this stuff is Christian content. Oh, so it's privately funded. Okay. But Butch managed to get like make his own studio, and there's people working with him on this project. Yeah. So that's surprising out of nowhere. So he's been quiet for a while. And I've noticed that he's not quite active on his YouTube channel like he used to be, which is not surprising. Because, like, I know this is off topic, but a while back when Butch was on YouTube, you used to see his content all the time. It used to be trending, and it used to be on the front page. And it looks like he's a majority on Instagram nowadays, and just been quiet for a little minute. Okay. So yeah, Butch Hartman is taking off with his animation studio, and there's people working with him. He has a cartoon that's airing on different platforms, and they're currently working on season 2, and he plans to make more projects, and it's like a Christian based production, yeah, Christian theme. But this doesn't Like, this doesn't get rid of like the Oaxis. This doesn't clean up things when it comes to the Oaxis stuff, because as you can see when you look up Oaxis, they still had the Kickstarter here. Not only that, but like, I don't know, I think he should refund all these people at this point, since he moved on and made another studio, you know. Yeah, because even though he mentioned in lunch a new studio, this doesn't exempt him from the Oaxis stuff, because he handled that so poorly. If he would have been honest about what his, like, the main thing, like, if he was honest about his project in the beginning and actually went forward with what he was going to do originally when he was making Oaxis, it wouldn't have been as bad as it was for him when trying to put this together. Not only that, but some of the people who worked on the cartoons for Oaxis, they never got paid. It was just like, it was just a disaster. But I'm thinking that Butch made me think, now that he got his production, his new animation company, and he got productions going on, that's like showing the people who trash talked him, like, it's showing the people who trash talked him that, yeah, he actually managed to pull off what he wanted to do. That's what I see this as. But let's see how this plays out. I mean, he managed to make a series, and it's like streaming on other places too. But let's see how this plays out, though. Let's see how far Butch can get with his animation company, his new animation company. Will it be a disaster like Oaxis or Oaxis Entertainment? Who knows? But yeah, that's all I have to share for now. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video.